But in verse 5 it says he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, talking about Jesus, and with his stripes we are healed. The verse says he was wounded for our transgressions. The word transgressions means lawlessness, or it means, you step over a boundary. Like the laws that we have, these are boundaries. The word iniquities means perversion, or we could call it addiction. Iniquities is where somebody has repeatedly broken a law and it becomes a habit. It is not just something the person does once or twice, but it's now a habit or it's an addiction in some cases. Then it goes on to say, the chastisement of our peace was upon him. The word peace there means wholeness. It means soundness. It means everything about us, not just our physical body, but our minds, our emotions, our subconscious, everything about us has wholeness or soundness. We do not have, we don't live like schizophrenic people. In 1 minute we one way, and then the next minute we another way. Or peace means we are not affected by the past issues of our lives or the hurts and pains we experienced in the past. Wholeness or peace means that we are secure in who we are. And this seems to be a general flow in this verse, where a person moves from breaking the law or transgressions and then does that repeatedly, and it becomes a habit or iniquity. And after it becomes an iniquity and they keep persisting in it, it begins to affect them, where it begins to affect their thinking, and their thinking becomes corrupt, and that begins to affect their actions, and they begin to act out of pains and hurts and messed up thinking, and so their lives become in disarray. That is called a lack of peace. So there's a downward spiral from transgressions to iniquities to the loss of peace. But Jesus, when he was on the cross, he suffered to address each of these stages of that downward spiral. So he was wounded. That means, wounds mean, piercing. And that dealt with the lawlessness or the transgression. Then it says he was bruised. Bruised means shattered in pieces. That is now talking about his mind, his emotions. Everything about it was now broken in pieces. There was even more intense suffering. And then it says chastisement was on him. The word chastisement means, discipline or correction. It means when somebody goes wrong, you correct them, you discipline them. Whatever method of discipline, but the focus is discipline. And this verse is saying chastisement or discipline is necessary to get peace once again. And Jesus, the Bible says, when he was on the cross, was disciplined. He was punished or corrected by the Lord. He was instructed by God. All that was going on the cross. In other words, the thing that we need to get back peace in our life, Jesus suffered that, and it's called chastisement. So the wounds was bad, but a deeper level of suffering was the bruising, and an even deeper level was the chastisement. Deeper levels of suffering, so that God could deal with the deeper levels of sin and unwholesomeness in our lives. All of this is accomplished by the body. So when we talk about the body, when Jesus says, "This is my body which is broken for you," the body, when we partake of the bread, which symbolizes the broken body of Jesus, that talks about healing for our souls, our minds, and our emotions, and our thinking, and even our wills, and healing for our physical bodies. Because Isaiah says, by his stripes we are healed. When we partake of the bread in the communion, what we need to do is we need to claim from the Lord, as I partake of this, I receive healing in my emotions. I receive healing in my mind. And all of the issues that have been affecting me from my past as causing me not to be a whole person. It's causing my emotions to be messed up. I receive healing from that. I receive healing in my physical body from whatever sicknesses and disease. So the body of Jesus, it gives us that